Hey, in this video, we're going to discuss about what is a WebSocket and how the WebSocket is used in modern financial application, especially like charting application or you might be seeing that the broker quotes application. WebSocket plays a major role, especially WebSocket itself, nothing but a streaming protocol which provides a full duplex communication between applications over a single TCP connection. What does that means is that we can use WebSockets to send real-time stock market data. And if you want to visualize it, let me go and show you from the browser here. I'm gonna go and pull up the browser here. This is from the TradingView browser. So if you want to see the WebSocket data, which is right now, you can see that a lot of data is flowing into the TradingView here, TradingView terminal. So I'll right click and then I'll go to the inspect element. So probably, or you can go and get it from, you go to tools, you go to the settings, and from the more tools, from the more tools, you can basically you can go to the Chrome tab at the top right corner. From there you can go to the tools, and from here you can reach the developer tools. So from under the developer tools, you can select network, and then you can go to the WS. You see it is meant for WebSocket connection. And now I click on enter over here, and you will be able to see the list of WebSockets that are used by the TradingView for getting the real-time information. Now, if I want to know what kind of informations are getting inside the WebSocket, I'll click on this link, and now you can see that the list of data, which is right now, which my browser is querying the server of TradingView, and these are the data which is continuously getting updated in my charting platform. It can be a real-time data, or it can be a code window, probably the TradingView, right? So they provide a lot of side applications where you can find a lot of codes over here. Let me show you that. So if you go to the watch list and details, you can see that a lot of streaming details are there. So all these streaming details and the charting live codes, all those informations will be occurring in this platform over here automatically. What the WebSocket will be doing here is that the WebSocket will be working on a real-time basis. We have to subscribe to the quote. Let's say that I'm just gonna change this symbol to something like Bank Nifty. So at the moment I change it to Bank Nifty, what I'm doing here is I'm automatically subscribing to Bank Nifty, and I'm unsubscribing Nifty futures here. Let me click on the Bank Nifty futures. Automatically you'll see that the server is requesting for the Bank Nifty details over here, and all those related information about Bank Nifty is coming into the screen, and that immediately I'm start getting updates of those data points. So WebSocket mostly works on subscribe and unsubscribe method. Whenever the data you want, you have to subscribe to that information, and whenever you don't want that information, you have to unsubscribe from those information, so that the WebSocket will be stop sending the data for that particular symbol. Now there's another way you can do that. You can also access WebSockets programmatically as well. So I'm having a Python code over here, so where I'm going to connect global data feeds WebSocket data to get real-time information. I'm going to get the real-time information for something like, let's say I'm going to get the real-time information for Nifty. So here I place Nifty over here, and NFO is the exchange. What I want to do here is I'm going to run this program. I'm running in PyCharm editor. So let me run this. So automatically you see that it is subscribing to the real-time information of Nifty, and I'm getting the real-time codes of Nifty in real time. So you can see that the data is keep on coming as the new data is coming in the server, and that is sent from the exchange via global data feed to my machine instantly with a ultra low latency. So using this, you can build your own financial applications, you can build your own algorithmic trading strategies, and of course even your mobile applications also. All right. So I hope you understand what a WebSocket is all about and how it is different from the REST API. REST API is more often you send a request, it sends a response. Whereas here I subscribed once and automatically the data is coming in. I'm not querying anymore. So I subscribe once and the data keeps on coming in as long as I'm not closing the connections automatically. So hope in the upcoming session we will be talking a lot about WebSocket. And the next video what I'm going to make here is that I'm going to talk about something more interesting concept called webhook, how you can use webhook to send automated orders, especially how webhook is different from the APIs. That is what I'm going to discuss in the next upcoming session. Thank you.